Hello and welcome to this short video about Jaguar XK8 Authorised Biography, a book by Philip Porter. This is video 96 in my series of XK8 videos. In this video we're going to have a quick flick through the Jaguar XK8 Authorised Biography as published in 1996. So the Jaguar XK8, the Authorised Biography, it was written by Philip Porter with the assistance of Jaguar, actually on behalf of Jaguar. Jaguar was very proud of the new model, and it wrote this book to demonstrate basically all the model gestation and the testing, and it basically just a record of how the particular model was developed. This book was published in 1996, so it's right before the actual launch of the vehicle, and Jaguar actually actively selling this book alongside the cars to try and promote the car and obviously promote sales. The ISBN number is 1-870979-75-3. The book is actually it's quite long. It's 125 pages. It get down to section 9, about 100 pages before you actually get into the detail of the XK8. So there's the bulk of the book is about the gestation of the model and the heritage and how it came about. Lots and lots of prototype photographs. If you're watching this video, you're probably interested in Jaguar XK8s or Jaguar XKRs, X100s. If you are, I'd like to suggest you subscribe to my channel by pressing the rectangular red subscribe button with subscribe written on it, clicking the bell to be reminded when videos are aired, and click the thumbs up if you like the video or thumbs down if you don't. And if you have any questions or comments, please ask them in the comment section below the video. Okay, so here we are, Jaguar XK8, the Authorised Biography by Philip Porter. It's a nice book. My copy is a little bit battered. On the back of the car you got all the XK variants the XK variants up to the XK8, prepared with a full collaboration of Jaguar Cars Ltd, a 5-year story from concept to reality told in full, 200 photographs, detailed analysis. There's a confirmation of the ISBN number. Basically this book is basically written by Jaguar, so it's got to be very accurate. In my copy I've got a sticker from the chairman. Obviously they were giving these away by the looks of it to dealerships. Let's start it. Oh, they've even got a message. So, happy motoring, Ken and Mary. Oh, at least they were. I hope they were happy to receive the book back in 2000. There you go. It was Bayview Books, edited by Mark Hughes. Okay, so the contents then. 10 sections in this book. Section 1, driving Jaguar XK8. Second, the XK8 heritage. 3, ups and downs of the X100, 1991 to 92. Then we've got edges towards the program approval, 1993. The engine, then the prototypes, refining details, launch and beyond, until you get to chapter 9, XK8 in detail, and then Cat is back. So it's a long book and there's a lot about the beginning. So here we have the introduction, the acknowledgements. There's a massive list of acknowledgements here, and they're all people who work from Jaguar, which gives you some idea of the accuracy of this book. You got all the directors, engineers, development team, chassis, body and white, powertrain, you name it, they're all in there, all contributed. So let's start flicking through. There's a chapter on driving the Jaguar XK8, somebody's views of it. You know, the usual spiel, nice metallic green, I think it's Sherwood green car. And then we have the Jaguar XK heritage, which is the usual XK lineage. You've got the D-type, E-type, and some nice little prototype photographs and some sketches here of the XJ21 coupe and cabriolet by the looks of it. Very nice, very early days, pre-CAD. As you can see, lots of prototype pictures in this book. XJ40 prototypes, and then we got next chapter is early ups and downs of the X100. Again, lots of lovely coloured prototype photographs here. Lots of curves, Jaguar bits and pieces. These are very American styled ones. Very large rear hangover there. And you get towards here, you're getting more of the XK8 look. In fact, this one looks very close to the finished car. That obviously is a clay, but getting towards what the finished car was going to look like. And here we had there was a couple of different sort of trims, external trims. Look at those for gingicators. They're actually bump strips, but you can see where the gingicator comes from here in the prototypes. Look at the mat. I think that was an Americanism, these bump strips. Did get incorporated in the car. You can see the rear bumper used to be black. Used to be styled in black. That's quite a nice rear end there. Very Aston Martin-ish. You can see where they stole it from. Then we have some interior prototypes. You can see how it developed. Jaguar wanted to keep the wood by the looks of it. Then we got more gestation of the car. You can see the XK, it's really coming to its own. See the decision on the rear end. Then we've got X100 edges to prototype program. You can see the Jaguar XJ Sport alloy wheels being used there. And then we've got the new front cross beam. Bit of FEA work. Yeah, lots and lots of prototype stuff. Some interior. And then we have a section, a chapter on the XJ engine. A lovely picture of an XJ actually being cut open to give all the detail of the cylinders, the cams, VVT units, etc. And as I say, lots of detail on the development of the AJ26 engine. Different valve combinations. Lots of lovely colour pictures, which is quite good for 1996. You can see interesting, just picking up on the photographs. I haven't read this book in detail yet, but look at these engine trim details. There's a couple of options here. There's a silver external trims and then the silver pipes. I really like that. I want to do that on my car. I want to do that now. It's just a lot of hassle. I have seen people paint their inlet manifold and it does look really effective. However, if you get it wrong, it's going to look a hell of a mess. So we've got the first real prototypes chapter. You can see everything's being refined and defined. The gingicators are now on. Front cross member added. The gearbox. You can see the styling's really coming on now. Even the Queen has a look. And then refining the details, 1995. These are basically mules and testing. Look at this seat option here. You can see the final XK8 seat looking good there. And a variant on the right, a black one. That looks quite interesting. Never made it in production. You can see the prototypes. They get lots of bits bolted on to disguise them. See that car getting very close to being finished. High speed testing. It's rig testing. Testing by celebrities. Jackie Stewart. Launch and beyond. So now we have a chapter about how it was launched. Again, more testing. A bit about the I think this is the launch in production rather than sales. The body in white assembly line. Lots of lovely colour photographs. There's an interesting discussion here about the naming of the car. Whether it's going to be Jaguar XK8, X160, XKEE, XKFF, and the badges, the final badges. Yeah, I want to read. I've only flicked through this book, to be honest, but I'm going to read it page to page, cover to cover. It's lots of facts and figures about the history of the car. Here we have the final detail now. This is the final car, how it came to pass. Sport trim and classic trim, the differences listed in detail. Sport trim and classic trim, if there's any doubt, this is what Jaguar said it was. I think we all know roughly what sport trim and classic trim, but if there's any doubt, that's it. And I got a couple of pictures of them. There's a whole page about the specifications. This is on launch, obviously. Paint colours: racing green, spindrift white, sapphire dark blue. The convertible tops. There's your 5 options there. A couple that are only available in regions. Interior trim, transmission, performance, dimensions, engine, chassis, body. Before I move on, actually, yeah, the cat is back is the next chapter. Before I move on, these were the original paint colours. Yeah, it's not. Is it lots of blues and greys. Obviously, very muted colours at launch. A sophisticated and quality vehicle. Then we have the cat is back. This was the phrase that was used to market the car, obviously using its C-type heritage. Then finally, the appendix is interesting because it has lots of listing of all the simulator. These are all test vehicles and mules. There's registrations for some of them going by L-Reg, the M-Reg. I assume they're all been scrapped now. But interesting, if you've got an M-Reg or even N-Reg XK8, that is probably going to be one of these. Yeah, they've got some N-Regs there, and then finally verification prototypes. Hopefully some of those have survived. I'm sure somebody will let me know if they've got one. So there you go, finally the glossary, in case you don't know what the words mean. There you go, 128 pages, and that is just from the car starting from XJS underpinnings right through to the first model. There's another 10 years of history after that, roughly, but you got one book, 100 and odd pages, just of the initial history. Superb, and lots of detail because it was written together with Jaguar. There you go, Jaguar XK8, the Authorised Biography by Philip Porter. If you really want to know about the history, there's only one book to get, and this is it. It doesn't include anything after 1996, obviously, but it is the facts about the start of the car. Thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you find that useful, and if you're considering buying the book, I suggest you do so, particularly if you're an XK8 enthusiast. Thanks very much for watching. Please like, comment, share and subscribe if you'd like to see more XK8 videos.